Good morning, Pastor Curt here, and I got a question for you. What makes you angry? Is it getting every single red light on your way to work? Ever one of those days you just get them all? Or maybe it's your kids. Kids can be experts at knowing exactly what button to push in you. Or maybe it's something a little bit more complex than that. You're in a situation where you feel like you have to defend what's yours. I love this far side. The dad is in the backyard with the kid. He says, "And now, Randy, by use of song, the male sparrow will stake out his territory, an instinct common in the lower animals." Notice that every single person has got their territory staked out with a fence. You see, researchers have found that we all have a rage circuit, something deep in us that defends the right things, that uses anger to defend justice. It's stuff like, well, our spouses and our kids and our social group and social justice. But what happens is we don't always apply it in the proper way. Instead of defending what is just, sometimes we use that rage circuit to defend our own ego. This is the story of David. God's preparing him to be king, and he goes through really difficult, angry moments with King Saul. This weekend we're going to look at it. We're going to find the Bible has so much to say about properly handling frustration, anger, and revenge. In fact, it's a theme in the New Testament too. I love Ephesians chapter 4, where it talks about the 4 convictions or the 4 truths of anger. Paul does an incredible job. I'll give you just one of them in this devotion. In chapter 4, verse 26, he says, "In your anger, do not sin." That means you're allowed to be angry, but you're not allowed to use the anger as sin. Clearly put, here's the principle. Anger is not sin, nor is anger a justification for sin. I don't care how frustrated you are or what injustice has been done to you. You can't use your anger to get out of control. In fact, will you do this morning? Would you spend a moment saying, "God, help me respond correctly"? And maybe if a person comes to mind that you've been angry with, you'll make a plan to go to that person and walk in peace and reconciliation. You'll have a conversation with them and get to church this weekend, because that first principle, well, it's an important one, but it's not the only one. And you're going to learn that anger can actually be a great tool if you learn what the Bible has to say about it. So get to church this weekend.